You're from the East Coast.
Obviously.
But parts of the East Coast that would not remember what I'm about to talk to Mike Del Tufo about, unless you were aware of this on your part of the East Coast. Mike, do you remember the Mayor's Trophy game?
100%.
Chris, you know what the Mayor's Trophy game is?
No idea.
Yeah.
The Mayor's Trophy game was when there were multiple New York teams, the Giants, Dodgers, and Yankees. Yep. They used to play each other in the 40s and 50s in exhibition games because they weren't playing each other in separate leagues, right? Unless they made the World Series, right. Correct? Yep. So they would play for the Mayor's Trophy. Of New York, I guess the mayor would give him a trophy.
Oh, the mayor.
The Mayor's Trophy. M-A-Y-O-R, yes.
That's
Apostrophe S.
That sounds like it was a big deal.
It was a big
deal.
Well,
it was a big deal when again, the Yankees and Mets started playing them. Yeah. And George Steinbrenner treated that like it was the World Series. He wanted the Yankees to destroy the Mets. Imagine, by the way, in this day and age, stopping on an off day in your regular season, an exhibition game against each other.
That doesn't count.
Doesn't count. A friendly, a showcase.
A friendly.
A showcase, yeah.
Friendly, that's a good.
Well, that all ended. That all ended. I like it. For real when interleague play came into being in 1997. And the Yankees and the Mets played a regular season game against each other for the first time ever. And I remember that night because I was there in Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium, one of the, let me get this number correct, I was one of the 56,188 individuals in attendance on that night, June 16th, 1997.
Okay.
Whoa.
And that night, the Yankees and all the fans and all the Met fans in one Yankee Stadium together. And it was quite a night for Mets fans. It was the Yankees coming off of their 96 championship season, defending World Series champions, having the Mets in their house and Andy Pettitte on the mound. And the Mets scored 3 on Andy Pettitte in the top of the first. I remember sitting there in my upper deck seat, stunned because, let me get this right, Bernard, innocent until proven guilty, had a one-out double. Olerud doubled him in. Wait for it. Hundley knocked him in. Butch Husky then came up with an RBI. How did he come up with an RBI? By stealing second, and Hundley stole home. I'll never forget the Mets scoring 3 in the top of the first of that game off of Andy Pettitte, with the third run being a successful double steal by Butch Husky and Todd Hundley. I'm like, what the hell? And those 3 runs stood up because the Mets starter, 2-5 Dave Malicki, pitched a 9-hit shutout. All 9 innings.
Wow.
A complete gamer. Stuart Scott and I always used to have fun. That, you used to call, if it's a 1-hitter, 2-hitter, 3-hitter, 4-hitter. Above that, a pitcher would scatter the hits.
Scatter.
What's 9?
Scattered 9 hits.
Scattered 9.
And that was a stunner. My buddy Steve Narrow, the Met fans, my brother, just had a blast and a ball because they won the first interleague game between the Mets and the Yankees in just stunning fashion. 6-0. Dave Malicki outduels Andy Pettitte, and I was just eating poop. Mm-hmm. Now then, the Yankees won the next 2 games to take the actual series. We all know when they played each other for keeps in the Subway Series, the Yankees won that one, and so on and so forth. This year, with the Mets beating the Yankees in all 4 games, including last night's 12-3 blowout win in Yankee Stadium, destroying Garrett Cole, taking him yard, and everyone else was being taken yard in just blowout fashion. With the Mets taking all 4 interleague games from the Yankees right now this year, this is the lowest moment for the New York Yankees against the New York Mets. Period. Maybe since that night that Dave Malicki started it all off in stunning fashion. The Mets are so much better than the Yankees right now. The Yankees, sure, are banged up. But right now, with J.D. Davis being the protection for Aaron Judge and Jahmai Jones batting leadoff and whatever, and you could sit here and say, blame it on Cashman. There's a bunch of guys I've also never really heard of for the Mets who are raking.
The grimmest.
You talking about better call Tyrone Taylor?
You could. I think the ball he hit connected with Otani's from 3 nights ago.
Yes.
They just met up.
They just met up like a Venn diagram in the baseball sky. They collided.
What up, though?
And so this is the lowest moment for the Yankees in their series with the Mets in the last 20-something years, by far. The Mets are a better team than the Yankees. I don't care that the Yankees started 50-22. They're now, I believe, 10 and 22 in their last 32.
Booty.
And, hey, they could fall flat out of the wild card. Mets are a better team than the Yankees right now. Mets aren't, they're only, 4 over 500? Because they started so horribly. 5 now. Well, look at them. They're only a game and a half behind the Braves.
It's unbelievable.
What they've turned themselves into.
I thought this year was just a throwaway year.
Not at all.
It was supposed to be. Like, we were supposed to stink and then look ahead to 25.
Sir, kudos to them. Better team. The Yankees, if George M. Steinbrenner III was alive today, Cashman would be gone and Aaron Boone would be gone
It would have been
today.
Oh, yeah.
They would have been gone last night. Now, those days were complete chaos. And a lot of the George M. Steinbrenner III headlines were not helpful. But this is exactly the sort of stuff. If George wanted to win the Mayor's Trophy games, 4 games this year, there are just wipeouts. I mean, every single one of them. They felt like the Yankees weren't in it, and if they were up by 1, it was only a matter of time that the Mets would come up with the timely hitting and the timely pitching. They deserve all the kudos. So you have every right to come on the air and go, you're the Kings of New York, and for me to feel like I'm eating poop.
I mean, I want you to eat poop, but...
No. I mean, the Yankees are right now.
Hey.
Yep. I get it. All right. Turn it off. Now, I've had enough. Now I'm getting sick.
TJ can dance. I got to give him his music.
I turn this into Kiner's Corner here.
Shout out, Ralph. Look,
Schaefer beer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. That's what Bob Murphy would always say in the New York Mets. Here's a happy recap. Tons of happy recaps for the Mets. And some very unhappy, Yankee fans right now. And rightfully so. Banged up. When the hell is Stanton coming? DJ LeMahieu should take a cue from Joe Biden. Drop out? Wow.
Too soon. But funny.
Yeah, I said it. I don't know what's happened to him.
I mean, Biden looked all right last night. I mean, come on.
Honestly, I don't know what's happened to him. I shouldn't make fun of it because I'm sure he's feeling it.
Please.
And he's probably wondering what happened. This guy, used to win batting titles.
Yeah.
Can't hit. Rizzo just disappeared. Again, he got hurt. But before he got hurt, he wasn't the same guy. So, all right, I've said my piece. I probably said a little bit too much. I got that Biden line from my buddy Paul Golan. I shouldn't take his cue, although he was the one who came up with Carlos Delgado years ago. So I've been taking lines from him for 3 decades now.
Yeah, you keep him.
Hey, Paul. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.